Once the surface that it hits meets that disconnect, the device cuts off. If they're waving it around, same concept. It's only necessarily if they hold it. Once there's a disconnect, it should be able to detect, okay, they're not using it that way. It turns off just for the safety feature.
The idea would be that, okay, the accelerometer, you can't measure acceleration with perfect precision. And any deviation from what you measure is noise. And to get the velocity or to get the position, all this noise will just corrupt the measurement. And the question is, how much noise is there and how much does it corrupt our velocity measurement? That is the idea.
Depends on the calculation we're doing. Actually, right now in this case, maybe we can have like a precision of 1 or 2 degrees, more or less, which I think might be sufficient in this case. I mean, if you're holding the device, 1 or 2 degrees will not make a big difference in between which you're pointing out or not.
If you turn on the switch, it starts emitting green light, a weak green light. That will tell you roughly where you target. And then when you put it in the right position and you push the button, and when it is emitting the UV rays, then it can actually start the green much brighter to alert the user that fine, this is not just a dummy light, that is actually then it's outputting dangerous rays. What do you think of this?
The LED concept makes sense. Optical sensor makes sense, but and I know, Abel, you and I have spoken about this at length in the chat, but I'm mentioning it again for Sonia as well as Andy. We need to make sure of a specific way, even if it's something that's, if we know that they're holding the device at a specific distance away from the surface that they'd like to disinfect, we can accurately calculate the rough amount of time it would take, which should only be a few seconds, the UV rays to adequately disinfect the given surface that they're targeting with respect for how the UV ray would dissipate. In fact, let's say we make the calculation and say, okay, if they hold it at this distance, then we can accurately assess that within 3 seconds, and it could be 4, it could be 5, but let's just say within 3 seconds, given the hypothetical, that the respective surface is most likely disinfected. Okay, then let's say that the LEDs are touching that area is most likely disinfected. But then we could say, give it an extra second within the built into the device to give another sort of blank or something like that. That lets the user know, okay, you can pull away now.